Hi friends, now I explain an important concept, selecting a right data structure. In the previous concept, I explained different types of data structures. Now the question is, which data structure we should select in a particular situation. Analogically, this is like choosing a right container in a particular situation in real life. Now, there are many data structures. It is not possible to explain about all the data structures. Here, with reference to array, I explain how to select a data structure in a specific situation. For example, you have only one paper, like in a competitive exam, and now what is required? Just one variable is enough. You got 68%. This is int. Already I explained, if you have only one data item, one variable is enough, a specific type of variable you define and you name it like this is enough. Whenever a collection of data is there, data structures are required. That already we discussed. Now, let us take the student marks. This is only one paper, one marks. Actually, in your college exam term, each term you have 5 papers. Then what should we do? We have to take a array. This is marks list. This is just marks. This is mark list. How many papers you have? We have 5 papers. You have to define it like this. That is int mark list 5. Here one dimension we have given. That's why it is called 1D array. 1D array means you have to understand as one dimensional array. Only one dimension we have given. Then how it is represented? So we have to define an array like this, and it is having 5 elements like this, and 5 elements, the marks percentage in 5 papers are stored. Its name is marks list. Its type is int array, and you store marks like this: 45, 56, 62, 77, 81. Like this you write. This is one dimensional array because we have given only one dimension. In order to access this, here all computer index are 0 based index. That means here index is 0, not 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, this is 4. So if you want to access this, if you want to retrieve that, what you have to write? Mark list 0 means 45. Mark list 4 means 81. This point you have to, all 0 based index. First element 0, second element 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. Okay, if you mention 5, error will come. So this is a one dimensional array. Now the question is, this is only one term, but you have 3 terms in your college. You have 3 terms. Then what you have to do? Int marks, here list, here marks, here table. You want a table. So how many terms you have? Quarterly, half yearly and annually. 3 terms you have. How many papers for each term? 5 papers are there for each term. You have to write like this. This is 2 dimensional array, 2D array. Simply we call it 2D array. Why we call? Here we are giving 2 dimensional. How it look like? This is like this. 2 dimensions are there. Here this is called row, this is called column. This is row 0, row 1, row 2, column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Like this you have to write. Now marks are stored here. This is 41, 53, 61, 72, 80, 81, 72, 63, 51, 42, 45, 56, 72, 71, 37. Like this. Now we see how many is stored. 5 into 3, 15 elements. Marks percentage of 15 papers you have stored here. Suppose, how can you access it? Suppose 41 you have to access. Then what you have to write? Marks table 0, 0 row, 0 column. Suppose you want this 37. Just think of marks table, which row? Second row. And which is this? 4, not 5. 2, 4 means third row. 2, 4 means third row, fifth element. In this way, whatever element you want, you can access it and retrieve it and perform operations. This is what two-dimensional array. Now, when three-dimensional array is required, three-dimensional array is required. Actually, your job is over. That means all your marks are stored in two-dimensional array. What about your teacher? In your class, there are 60 students. So, your teacher or lecturer is responsible for all the students. Then what happen? Int marks tables. See, correct names you give. Marks, mark list, mark table, mark tables. How many students are there? 60 students are there in your class. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there. Each term is having 5. Totally, how many marks? 60 into 3, 180. 180 into 5, 900. 900, even 900, 9,000, 9 lakhs data items also we can store. Whatever you want, you can retrieve it. Now, let us write. Let us write means here, this is one table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One table. How many tables you require? You require 60 tables like this. 60 tables like this. 60 numbers. Because for each student, one table is there. Na? So, this is three-dimensional array. In this way, if you want a four-dimensional array, suppose in your school, there are 10 classes like this. So, 10 three-dimensional arrays are required, four-dimensional array. Like that, depending on your requirement, you have to choose the right data structure. And logically, depending on the nature of the articles you carry, you choose the container, correct bag you choose. Understand? So, this is very, very important concept. In order to give a basic idea over this, which data structure we have to choose and all that, I have given this example. However, this will be, if you do not know about arrays also, you can generally understand that. But one very important point is, in computer, everything is zero-base index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In real life, all our page numbers start, book page number start from 1. Classrooms number start from 1. But in you have to understand is 0, and even rows also 0, 0th row, first row, second row. Column, 0th column, first column, second column, third column, fourth column. In this manner, we have to understand. And one thing I am telling you, this concept you understand. And whenever you have to explain about this, comfortably you can explain. One thing I am telling you, always take up an example. If you explain through example, you can impress others, whoever are listeners. You can satisfy them. Apart from that, one concept is there. Without having conceptual understanding, you cannot give an example. That's why every time I am giving examples for everything. Every time you give examples whenever you are explaining a concept with reference to example, you give that. Then others can understand, and you can get excellent applaud from them.